Intro.
What's up, guys?
What's going on?
What up, folks?
Fam?
Bam? Yeah.
Family.
This is Dudes Talking
Stuff.
where the takes come faster than a trip to the Oriental Day Spa.
Nice.
This is sporting all over the world. Ben Askren wins his highly anticipated first UFC match via a phantom choke. Robbie Lawler.
Robbie Lawler, yes, I'm glad you brought that up, Fatthew, that phantom choke, because, I watched the fight, and
Did you?
it was actually a legit choke, and I'm excited to see what Askren does.
What is a phantom choke?
Yeah.
So here's what happened.
You sure that's not Chris Benoit's final move?
You would think.
Not his finisher, his final move.
It wasn't quite like that, no. But I think the replay showed it was a good choke, so
All right.
we'll look forward to his next matchup. Moving over to NCAAs. 3 people sentenced to prison over the recruiting scandal of paying players for their talent.
And I hope Adidas continues to support the players and the dudes in jail financially.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
honestly, you can run jail with a free shoe hookup.
A cup of coffee a day will get you through. I've heard.
DK Metcalf, one of Ole Miss's, reports 1.6% body fat measurement is false and highly unsafe for any person. Because by my personal calculations, a healthy body fat per person is about 86.7%.
At least.
At least.
Somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if this will stop the Raiders from drafting him. I don't know. I don't think so. Even with signing Antonio Brown.
That
Just
might
have
stop
Antonio Brown and then super fast, low body fat DK Metcalf on the other side.
Yeah. Mr. Big Chest and Mr. No Stomach.
That's a big matchup.
Yeah.
Manny Machado signs the largest deal in American sports history, only for Bryce Harper to take the record immediately afterwards.
How much?
Machado signed for 10 years, $300 million. Bryce Harper signed for 13 years, $330 million.
Really hard to believe baseball still could make that kind of money.
I think it's the only time other sports athletes get jealous is when they hear a baseball player's contract. But then they're like 162 games,
Yeah.
baseball.
Has to be the
Can we get rid of that as America's pastime yet?
We're working
Yeah,
on it.
it's football.
Can
now.
football?
It is football.
Ooh, folks, we're going to the NFL. We had a combine. It was here. Well, it was in Indianapolis. It happened.
It happened. Yeah.
I found out that apparently all the coaches do and GMs is just get really drunk.
and talk. And like ski. Yeah. And other than that, people are tall. They're strong. They're fast and they jump. They're athletes.
Stocks went up. Stocks went down.
But we wanted to, do a combine interview with our Mr. Moneybags. So, Mr. Moneybags, we only have a few moments of your time. We'd like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Thank you for
Combine
being
interview.
here.
Thank you for spending your time.
Yeah, let me shake
We're
your
thinking
hand.
about drafting you
That's not a very great
in the
handshake.
8th rounds. Yeah. So where are you from?
These parts, man, around here.
Okay.
The
Evasion.
South.
If there was a fire and you can only save your mom or your dad, who would it be?
Neither.
Just real slow.
Yeah, neither.
Okay.
Let them both burn.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Fire.
Yeah.
Would you consider your asshole regular?
Average.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you a dog or a cat?
Dog.
Dog. You laughed before you said it.
Yeah.
What's your diet like?
Shitty.
Yeah. Why is your name Trent?
I don't know, man.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's cool. There's not many of us, but we're all great.
Would you be willing to change it if the team asked you to?
Yeah, anything you want.
For ad purposes.
Yeah.
Anything we want.
Dude, yeah, you can call me Gatorade Mountain Dew.
Sounds like a yes, man.
Trenton DTS.
Yeah.
Have you ever looked
Sold.
at your mother sexually?
No.
Answer it a little.
Are you
fast.
gay?
No.
Wait, so you don't like gays? Are you prejudiced?
No.
What's the diameter of your penis?
I don't know.
Tugboat or steamboat?
Steamboat.
He likes to get shit on. We might maybe Steelers with Roethlisberger. He shits on everyone. I hear.
I don't know what that means.
All right, good try. Good.
Yeah. We'll call you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I can call you guys.
All right.
No.
Let me call you.
Don't worry.
Don't
about
worry
No,
about
just
it.
let me get the number.
All right. There was our combine.
it. Yeah, great job.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good.
So
I see you going into undrafted free agency.
I don't know what that means. Is that good?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
It sounds awesome.
You'll have a chance.
I'm a
Yeah.
free agent.
Practice squad.
That could be anywhere, really, right?
Yeah, you can set your own contract.
Oh man,
In
100
other NFL news,
guaranteed.
we had a ginormous,
Ginormous. Just happened.
just a big trade, man. Antonio Brown got his wish. He went in with a 3-year contract before the season, right? I think he had 3 years left.
Yeah.
Basically declared himself a free agent.
Mm-hmm.
Made it happen. Got more money, guaranteed money.
Yep. Got a hug on the owner on Instagram on the way out.
Yeah, he's gonna be in Vegas pretty soon.
Pretty soon.
Oakland Raiders.
Turned his contract to guaranteed money. Made like an extra $20 million.
I mean, and he didn't even sit out. He got paid last year too.
Ah, man.
That's a win-win for AB.
And a great trade if you have the cap space, which they do for a 3rd and a 5th rounder.
I'd make it work. I
Any
think more
team
teams
would
should have
done
tried
that.
to do
Yeah,
that.
if they had the cap space for it.
I mean, I would have gone maybe even 2nd and 4th. Who knows?
I thought we were talking 1st round straight up.
That's what they said they wanted. So 3rd and 5th. I mean,
Still.
this is an awesome trade for
Way
the
to do
Raiders.
something good, Gruden.
There's some other rumors. They haven't happened. Well, no, we have one more trade that actually did happen. Case Keenum is going to the Washington Redskins.
Such a power move. I didn't know it happened until I saw it on the rundown.
6 and 10. I think it's a lock.
Such a lateral
No,
move.
the Broncos, did they win 6 games? I think they won 6. They're a lock for 6.
Loxford, yeah.
Lock them down.
They're gonna at least be just as good. Way to go.
We've got
The ceiling is the floor. Well, great man once told.
yeah. If you think about it that way, then anything they do is good, right?
Yeah.
One win, perfect.
Oh.
Another quarterback that may get traded, may not. I don't know. I want to ask you about this because he just got drafted last year, and it's the Arizona Cardinals. It's Josh Rosen. They've got the number 1 overall pick. They're talking about drafting Kyler Murray.
And his baby arms.
Are they really going to do that, Fatthew?
I don't think so. I think you have to commit. Did they switch GMs, by the way?
I don't think so.
think
They
they
just
did.
fired the coach.
So that guy spent a top pick on Rosen. Their offensive line was god awful.
Very bad.
I heard the words historically bad. And I don't think you give up on a guy just because you had one season that was kind of your fault because everything around him was trash.
Except for Larry Fitzgerald.
Of course.
Mm.
Yeah.
Maybe a little David Johnson.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but they didn't have a line. You didn't hear a lot of David Johnson last year.
That's true. He for the first half or so of the season. I'm wondering though, they're not going to draft a guard with the first pick, right? They either have to trade back or
Bosa.
I like Bosa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. Like somewhere you feel like will line up a defensive player for a long time. Definitely worth
And
it
just
versus just,
worry about the line later.
I mean, I don't know.
Hey, it was so bad last year. Anything's an improvement.
Trading back might be their best move. You might be on to something and getting a couple of linemen.
We'll see what happens. I
Who
think
has
the
anything
only
drafted?
way they get Kyler Murray is if Josh Rosen gets traded for a first.
Yeah.
And like
Or at least a
top
real
10,
high
15.
second.
Real high.
Real high, like right there.
Someone else they've rumored. I don't think this is happening. Odell Beckham Jr.
Nope. Too big of a contract, too, me, though.
One of the rumors was him going to the Browns, but the Browns ended up trading that guard.
I did have a crazy theory. Well, what if out of nowhere they use those picks Pittsburgh does trade for OBJ?
The 3rd and a 5th.
Well, they built extra picks so they can use theirs plus theirs.
I think OBJ would be 2 firsts.
I think so too. I don't understand people giving up talent just because.
If I had OBJ, I would not be trading him unless I was getting 2 firsts.
No, and he
And
hasn't.
I'd still be thinking.
As much as people act like he's a drama queen, he didn't do what AB did.
No, when he was
and his team
healthy,
was not
he
as
played.
good. Yeah, his team was not as good.
The Steelers could have legitimately made the playoffs
You know,
if Antonio Brown had kind of played it out.
If you're going to stay on the team still like that and not bench like Antonio, you kick the shit out of my kicker net. You go over and kick the shit out of the kicker. I don't care. Just as long as you play.
That. Yeah, you know, that's hard. That's, you know, he's invested. It's not just the money. Looks like there's something else here, Fatthew.
Yeah. I heard recent news that Mike Zimmer is looking into
coach of the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, they have a lot of recent kicking woes. So looking into hiring a strict kicking specialist.
Oh, God.
And I just wanted to look at some people that are available.
Why do I know what's happening?
I have Jean-Claude Van Damme as a kicking specialist.
Wow. Yeah.
Great kicker.
Good kicks.
Great kicker.
Yeah, back in it.
Tommy from the Power Rangers.
Excellent kick.
This team just have to add that sound effect.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just cough.
Yeah.
No.
Jet Li. Yeah.
That's good kicks.
Ooh,
Yeah.
honorable mention here. Joe Rogan, strongest recorded kick.
Yeah.
I always forget that.
Yeah.
And while not able to play in the suspension,
Oh, no.
Kareem Hunt.
Oh.
Really solid kicker.
Ooh, I think he said his name wrong.
Pod
Mr. Punt.
Mr. Punt.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Punt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to put a Mr. in front of it. And therefore, he's a specialist at this point. If there is a kicking specialist, it is him. So, out of those candidates, I feel there's a lot out there that you could go with.
I would go with any one of them over Kareem.
I don't know. He's already got relations in the league.
He's already signed.
Well, they
He's a
might
running
not
back.
let him play for a little bit. So he'd be a specialist for a little bit.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. So moving on to the NBA, we have more buyouts.
From deep.
Oh, is that he's on fire?
From way downtown.
Carmelo is still retired. He was in talks with the Lakers. Talks stopped when it appeared the Lakers weren't going to make the playoffs, which means talks never should have started.
Yeah, sounds about right. The Lakers are done.
Done.
But, man, what's going on here with Melo? Why can't somebody just love Melo?
We were talking about this off wax that Carmelo and I want something to happen where the media's perception changes of him, because he's getting trashed because he's had a lot of bad looks and he's really not that bad of a player.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
now
he's just getting disrespected nationally.
A lot of disrespect.
So we hope somebody, kind of like I was pulling for it to happen to Jeremy Lin to get somewhere relevant.
Happens.
But the thing is, Jeremy Lin's really willing to accept a role that Carmelo's not. That's the issue.
Is he going to take it next year?
No, I don't think so.
Because honestly, I still think Carmelo could be a third or fourth guy.
He could be a big money guy on the big three.
I mean, the money wise part, yeah.
He's not going to do it.
But he'll have no contract next year, so,
might finally to make
mid-level exception.
I don't think so.
Charlotte Hornets.
We're moving on from there. Paul Gasol, now a Buck, got bought out from the Spurs, which I thought actually was a surprise. To be honest, I haven't watched a lot of Spurs games this year.
I'm sure they're doing great.
They're doing okay, I'm sure. But now he's moved on to the Bucks again. Great pickup for them. I think they're easy a favorite in the East right now. I mean, they're number one in the East.
Best record in the league.
It's not even really an argument. Yeah. Added more depth to a great Hall of Famer in himself, Gasol.
I want to see the Bucks Raptors Eastern Conference Finals.
Definitely.
After I
don't want Philly, I really like watching Philly.
I do too.
It's kind of makes you feel like a 2K team where they just you trade to front load your starting five.
Yes.
They don't really worry about the bench. You get one guy. That's exactly how it feels like Elton has built his Elton Brand being the manager.
Of course, went to Duke.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, so obviously great guy. So I do want to say, who's the better? Because his brother just got shipped off. Who's the better Gasol? Paul or Mark?
Right now, Mark Gasol, I would say. If you're going
career was my next question.
Paul Gasol.
Easy.
2-time champ.
Easy.
Best player on the team, not named Kobe Bryant.
Right. And we were talking, everyone forgets Bynum and him down there back before the league
Twin
was
Towers,
smaller.
Yeah.
They rocked it. So I do want to do some quick fire on other legendary
Notable
brother combination.
bros.
Yeah. Luke or Owen Wilson. Guys,
Young Trenton.
Wait, what?
Luke or Owen Wilson? Real quick fire.
I'm going with Owen by a hair.
Oh man, whoa. Undertaker or Kane?
Taker.
Undertaker.
No motorcycle.
Undertaker.
Sean or Marlon Wayans?
Marlon.
I agree.
Yeah.
Dale or Brennan from Step Brothers? Brennan is Will Ferrell, and Dale is
Dude, Dale all day.
John C. Reilly.
Yeah.
I'm going to
I'm
Brennan
Dale. Are you?
because he punched that guy in the face. No, Dale Doback punched that. I'm back with Dale.
Oh man.
Brennan.
Thor or Loki? There's only
Thor,
one right
yeah.
answer. Yeah, don't say it.
God of Thunder.
Alvin, Simon,
Loki.
Theodore.
Who
All those
cares?
chipmunks.
Dude,
yeah.
the fat one.
They all suck.
The
fat
one with the
one.
glasses, Theodore.
Is that the one?
Call him
Sure.
Teddy.
I think that's the
Nah.
fat one.
No, that's not. He was like the,
I don't believe
the
you.
wet blanket of the group.
Okay.
Alvin was the wild card.
All right, so there was that rapid
I
fire.
choose wet blanket.
Braun also, the last thing for our NBA is that Braun passed MJ on the scoring list.
2 Chainz gave him a chain
Did he?
That's awesome.
on the court.
Oh,
What was
2
it?
Chainz was wearing like 10 chains.
I'm sure,
so-
yeah.
Of course.
But right after it happened, 2 Chainz dropped a chain on.
And we did talk
What was
about that LeBron supposedly
Nice ass chain.
Yeah.
has AR credits on the last album 2 Chainz dropped like the last 2 weeks.
Hmm.
So I'm wondering if there wasn't already some money exchanged. Where you go, well, here's the chain, bro. So that does make the scoring list. There's a little bit of a shocker on the scoring list. Kareem, Malone, who I thought was the shocker. Kobe, Braun, MJ. And seeing Malone on that list, this made me realize how much of a baller John Stockton was. You don't remember Karl Malone as just like a premium volume scorer. Because he wasn't.
I would disagree. His nickname was the mailman
Yeah,
because he
but-
always delivered.
But
Karl Malone put up
when you really think about it, like
25 a night.
yeah, I mean, but I
feel like
to be
you
a-
need to go watch some old Karl Malone.
on the list with Braun, Kobe, MJ, Kareem,
Yes,
the next guy that you would be like, oh, volume scorer, you're going to say Malone.
Karl Malone.
There would have been a long list before I got it.
I would have been pretty close.
But John Stockton was feeding. That's what it was. He was eating.
Well, I think he's still number 1 in assists. I don't remember.
Yeah,
He's
think
up there.
He's up there. Braun's also like the only guy in the top 10 in all categories. He'll let you know that too.
Well, yeah, he's been to 7 straight
Yeah,
conference finals.
he'll let you know that too. Not anymore. 7 is the number.
Ooh, yeah. Well, Lakers, baby. You know who needs the playoffs?
Yeah,
Look at those
showtime.
jerseys,
Looks so good.
boys. It's movie time.
Netflix and George.
We got a double header today.
Woo.
We did a lot of overtime this
A
week.
lot of work we did
Yeah.
for you guys.
Yeah, we did
We
this for y'all.
sacrificed
It's all
our
for you.
friends.
It's all for you.
I told my fiance to get the fuck out of here. I had
Whoa.
shows to watch
Nice.
Do it
Yeah.
for the pod.
for the pod, for the
Things
people.
we do for y'all.
Yeah.
Okay. What are we starting with?
Anything.
Umbrella Academy.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's a Netflix series about like a bunch of kids were being born at the same time with abilities. One billionaire buys 6 of them, which was kind of a weird thing he was able to do.
About 7.
Oh, was it? He
Out
starts
of
in
30.
starts an academy. Fast forward, billionaire's dead. It's like 20, 30 years later. They're all brought back together. Families reunited. Brian, and craziness ensues.
I think you left out the fact that they all had a superpower too.
I said abilities. The kids were
Oh,
born
did you?
with
Oh, my
abilities.
bad.
Yeah.
I think that's where the 6 came from, because 6 have powers, right? And then 1 doesn't.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
starring Ellen
wink.
Page, Kate
Yeah.
Walsh, Mary J. Blige, and based off a comic book written by My Chemical Romance frontman Gerard Way.
That
I
was
did not
That was so
know.
weird. Yeah, that was.
I
so
saw the
weird.
name a bunch of times, and I was like,
Yeah.
I did too. I didn't think.
yeah.
I looked up the actors and saw that. I
The,
didn't know.
the Google search drove me to it.
It's just a dark take on the X-Men, kind of. They all do have
Mhm.
powers, but instead of going and asking for permission to join your special school, he just like corrupts you. He's like, "Hey, can I buy your baby?"
Bought you.
You got 7 out of 30. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
I feel like
It's not
that's a
bad.
really high percentage for being able to procure a baby.
I also do say I saw some clips from the original artwork of the comic book. It's nuts.
Yeah, I meant to look into
The like
it.
violin lady, it looks like the violin like becomes transformed into her.
Oh shit.
Like it's not. It's much weirder.
Yeah.
But anyway, they had great characters. You get lost in their little weird world. You even forget the fact that there's like adopted brother and sister incest kind of going on. Kind of become okay with it. You're like, yeah, I accept this.
If you ain't blood, then y'all good.
Yeah.
I like,
Better than a second or third cousin.
Yeah, definitely. I like that it didn't end on a high note. Spoilers. It didn't end on a high
we're
note.
spoiling.
Yeah.
I do. You know anything else? I'm gonna get into theories. If we're gonna.
Well,
What else?
before we go to theories,
Yeah.
should we break down what happened?
I mean,
Probably.
So out of the 7 kids, 6 of them had powers. One
Yeah.
did not have powers. Was told she was very unspecial,
outcast her whole life.
and it was kind of a dead giveaway from the beginning that Ellen Page is that character. 'Cause
Yeah.
she's really the only name that I didn't know any of the other characters before this show, other than one guy from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and I would say he was also in Black Sails, which has been out, which was
Oh yeah,
okay.
he was in the pirate show.
Luther.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was Billy in Black Sails. He got thrown overboard.
Yeah.
Ouch. Yeah, he
Yeah.
got burned.
But he comes
Dude,
back.
He comes back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a gangster.
He got burned alive by a dragon in Game of Thrones, and he did not come back.
He's actually like they made him a mutated freak, but he's actually a really big dude. Like no homo. I mean, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
He's a big dude. Like,
Yeah.
but then they chemically enhanced him. And he was monkey arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Gorilla
just
chest.
the whole upper body. It looked,
Yeah.
it's
It was
it's
weird.
comical looking, but I think as you get into it,
But the dad doesn't
okay.
really treat them well. They're raised by like a robot maid who like gives them everything they need. And they have a monkey that kind of helps them through life as
Pogo.
well. Yeah, and then they're raised to kind of save the world, and then they kind of go their own ways after a while.
except for Luther.
Except for Luther, he stays, and they send him to the moon for a while. Space Boy. He's been sent to the moon for
Yeah,
like
I
8
can't-
years.
I can't look at your gorilla chest. Get out of here, space boy.
And then the dad dies, and so they all come back. And then like one of the kids who they lost because he was a teleporter actually time traveled. It starts this whole loop where maybe the dad had died for reasons.
Yeah.
Apocalypse.
The world is ending.
People come back. Time travelers come looking for that kid, and Mary J. Blige is one of them.
Yeah, it's trippy.
The kid is an 80 or 68-year-old man.
Something like that, but he's in the body of like a 12-year-old.
Right, 5.
Yeah. And he's also in love with a mannequin because that's how he adapted
Lost
in
his
the
mind.
apocalypse.
Dude, Mad Max times.
When
You do
there's
what
no
you
one else
gotta
to
do.
talk to.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I actually want to say that I thought everyone was really good in the show except Mary J. Blige. She was awful. I don't even know what she was. Just for a shock factor, I guess she was in there. She was awful.
I didn't hate it.
I kind of didn't dig Ellen Page. Like, I liked.
Well, she was supposed to be kind of this outcast
Yeah.
character.
Yeah,
I
I, thought
got
she
it,
did. I thought she did.
She
pretty fine.
is essentially,
Alright, but I mean-
for all the X-Men reference, she's Dark Phoenix.
Yeah,
she had a power
definitely.
locked inside of her. It
Mhm.
was too powerful, so the billionaire gave her like sedatives essentially, and that's actually why I think she flipped out because she was kind of a bitch. Like she kind of like came out was a little like just blew up on people,
Right?
like uncontrollable. Like I understand you're mad, but you shouldn't murder people.
Yeah, you shouldn't cut people's fucking throats and
She
shit.
got off the pills, man.
Yeah,
Old,
but she had been on
Harold Jenkins.
Yeah, she had been on mood controls for like 35 years,
Yeah,
and she just one day was just off
30.
and just woof.
Man,
And then Dark
that's
Phoenix
25.
mixed with not knowing how to control your emotions because the world didn't let you equals craziness. She tried to murder the world.
And cliffhanger, we're not really sure if the world is there or not.
Yeah, so here we go in the theory because at the end of it, they
They
stop her from what they thought was destroying the world because they thought she was the one that would because she's all powerful.
She did.
And she did.
But when they did, it actually directed her little beam to the moon
Right.
and it blew the moon up and started sending asteroids down to us. So she'd still destroyed the world.
But they were able to teleport.
But they
5
time traveled
teleported
back.
the whole group.
The last
And
thing,
7.
my theory is that the only thing that you see of the history of the dad is that he has a wife that looks like she's giving birth. When he looks out, most people assume he was an alien. You see asteroids falling to his planet. And then next thing you know, he's buying the Umbrella Academy. I think he was in that very exact spot when the world was blowing up when she did it. And he's a time traveler because he's seen with briefcases and all in the show. If you have a briefcase, you're a time traveler.
Yeah, there was.
Unless you're 5. Yeah.
Yeah, and so he...
Well, there was that one briefcase that the dude, the junkie, like smashed. He could have found that and
Yeah.
repaired it. It could be part of it.
And there was one at the very end when they were when the big guy came back and murdered everybody to save his old donut lady. There was one sitting in the gate. They showed it, and they just went away from it.
That's because they took it.
Did they?
Yeah, because at the end of it, they time travel too.
Oh,
him and the lady.
Either way, I think that that moment we thought he was in another world was right then, and he went back in time to be like, I need to find a way to help control this.
What was his name? Coco?
The monkey? Oh no, their name were Hazel and Coco.
That's it, Hazel.
Cha-cha.
Hazel and Cha-cha.
Hazel
and they wore sweet puffy masks.
Those were cool.
I read some stuff about the comics. I don't know if you want to know.
No, yeah, tell me.
Old Reginald is an alien.
So he is an alien.
He is an alien.
Okay, so my theory is all trash. I liked it though.
No, I think it
could do it different in the movies.
I think everything you're saying it makes sense, but he's a time traveling alien.
So yeah.
I think because he also flies in that little spaceship right when he gets to that planet, like
and you do see. Weird thing is you see him in the afterlife.
At a barbershop, giving him really.
The weird thing is there's like a character that's really untalked about that the guy that talks to the dead runs into. It's like a little girl on a bike.
Yeah, so he's like God.
Yeah, that's God.
Yeah, undiscussed just move back. You're
yeah. She's like, I don't like you.
You can't stay here.
Yeah, I don't want you.
I will say that like the way that they did the like heroin guy, he was
Klaus.
It was awesome. 4. Yeah, by the end of it, it was like nobody believed he had powers, and then he summoned his dead friend.
And you were the one that had the power theory, didn't you?
Yes, they're numbered by their power, but inversely. So 7 is the strongest one.
Oh yeah,
and 6. Ben, I'd argue he probably is the second most powerful of them.
The one with the things that come out.
Died,
I definitely think so. And then 5, time traveler.
5 is a time traveler. 4 is Klaus. Now that you see his powers,
yeah, he can bring dead people back.
He called anyone that's dead and use their power if he's good enough.
Yeah, and then you got 3, Alice, and I heard a rumor.
Yeah.
And then 2 and 1 are both really fighters, you know?
Yeah.
Which, yes, they're probably like the most physically strong, but I think 5 could take out either one of them pretty easily.
I agree. The chick that could like tell you to like kill yourself and shit.
That's why she's 3. She's
she's
before 5 could time travel.
She did get fucked up. They took away her ability to talk, and that was game over for her.
And that was also trash. And they killed. She should have been dead.
Yeah.
She should have died.
Yeah, I mean, not that, you know.
All right, so and
just the way they set it up.
Out of 10, I gave it an 8.
I think I'm gonna go a 9.
Nice.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I mean, I liked it a lot. 8. So.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. 8's good. I'm gonna give it a bump up, a little 9.
Yeah, I'm on 8 as well. It was really good. I enjoyed it pretty much all the way through.
Yeah,
it's my favorite My Chemical Romance.
Best definitely. My Chemical Romance album ever.
Yeah.
Okay, so we move on to the other one. Was The Bodyguard.
Mom?
No, that's the Whitney Houston movie.
Mom, can we? No, actually, why I stayed away from this on Netflix.
Bodyguard.
I thought it was going to be like they're doing a bunch of offshoots of old movies into TV shows, and I thought this was going to be that Whitney Houston movie remade into a TV show, but it's not.
It is.
You were wrong, Mom. I was wrong, Mom. It's very
British.
European.
Yeah, something.
Very, but it's about a war veteran that finds work in the Royalty and Specialist Protection branch of the police. Assigned to protect the Home Secretary, and there's apparently terrorist stuff going on, and crazy action ensues. Produced by BBC. 6-episode miniseries starring Richard Madden and Keely Hawes.
The young wolf from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Mom.
Stop.
It's excellent. It's only 6 parts. They're all like an hour, 5 and 10 minutes, which makes it, it's almost like this extended movie. Super tense the whole time. If it was only one episode that dragged a little bit, I think everything drags. But it was just dragged one little bit in one episode. The twist on it are crazy throughout.
It's highly suspenseful, man.
I mean, spoilers on everything. To find out who was like, when that attack scene when he shot the car when he was protecting her was crazy, and then to find out who that guy was.
You're doing great, Mom.
Yeah, it was such a twist that was actually shooting the car, and just, man.
Yeah, because it was his friend. See, they talk a few times at the beginning. And,
right.
And then all of a sudden you see him there, and you're like, holy shit. And then you start to wonder, like, is Richard Madden's character, is the young wolf?
Yeah, and he can't tell them.
A secret spy?
Because even if he wasn't a secret spy, they would kick him off his job.
Oh, yeah, it's over.
Yeah, so he was in a position, and then there's even still later on, you're like, is he? Again, you keep being like, is he?
Because he's got, he's got personal problems.
Yeah.
Like, he tries to kill himself at one point.
He was in the army, and he needs the action too, which is why he's out here still doing this. He can't take a desk job.
He got fucked up in the army. He's got a bunch of scars and stuff.
A bunch of people died. That guy that tried to shoot him was in that same explosion.
Yeah, missing his face.
And his face was all.
You found out that the guy he was hand selected to be there because of his personal problems that they were aware of.
Yeah.
And the young wolf balled out. He made it happen.
And I don't even want to either as a spoiler alert, I don't want to give away that gigantic twist at the end.
You don't?
I don't. I mean, it was really good.
It was crazy. I did not see that shit coming at all.
I did not either.
Twist.
Yeah. So,
all right, we won't spoil that part.
Can't recommend it enough.
Yeah, good.
9 out of 10. Maybe 9.5.
I would 10 it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it an 8. It was
Consistency.
that's good. Yeah, I mean it's good. I got as much enjoyment out of this as I did out of Umbrella.
Maybe I should save my 10s now.
And they both had
Trent giving this an 8.
I mean, they both had one.
No, I'm giving it a 10.
A couple areas that were a little draggy. You know what I mean? Like the first episode was tense, and then
I thought
I might be an 8, but then I'd push it to a 10.
Really, I mean, once it gets to the midway point, that show gets fucking crazy. It gets nuts.
I feel like the very first episode just kicks off.
I only thought it.
Yeah, in the beginning.
I thought that whole train was gonna blow up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, you're right.
I mean,
maybe it was the second episode then. One of them, because the first one is just him trying to talk a terrorist lady out of blowing up a train.
Yeah, but it was
I feel like just about every episode
that was the whole episode.
Is like the first episode. There's always something tense.
There was
you don't know what's gonna happen.
There was one episode where they spent most of the time on his relationship with her, and how it was affecting kind of his career.
Right.
And that was probably the one that kind of drug a little bit, but they did have to get through that. I mean, they just kind of had to.
Necessary evil, man.
So we're gonna move on to Triz picks.
Trent's got a pick.
Yeah, why not? We're doing it. We're doing it. And the lock of the week.
Shit.
Okay.
Yeah. So. UFC Saturday night, March 16th. Darren, the Gorilla Till, or Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. So it's the Gorilla versus the Gamebred.
I love your accent. Is Gamebred some sort of gaming enhancement product? Is it a bread I can eat to maybe make my FPS higher?
Yeah, I guess so. It's really it's up to interpretation here. It's a gorilla versus something that is Gamebred.
I'm gonna go with the gorilla on that because it sounds like I wouldn't want a UFC fight a gorilla, man.
Gamebred reminds me of and I don't know who this guy is. I mind a really cocky 14-year-old on playing video games online, just blowing me in the head. It's going Gamebred, bow bow bow, Gamebred.
Yelling a bunch of
I'm born in this shit. Yeah,
children.
So gorilla.
Is the gorilla Darren Till?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's 17-1-1. Jorge, he's been around the block a little bit. He's 32-13. So
it kind of evens out, right?
I think so. So you're going with Darren
Gorilla.
Till.
Yeah.
All right. So there's the lock of the main event. Shock lock. You like
shock lock? Yeah.
All right. So our ad. Do you live in Rock Hill or the surrounding areas? Have you ever thought, I need to drink from Biggie Smalls' stream? Now here's your chance. Contact us to sponsor the Christopher Wallace Water Fountain. We've actually raised $6.74.
Who donated that?
I'll round that up to 7.
That would be me.
Oh,
it's my change jar. All right, nice. And on to How High, where we
just post in the comments.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll find you.
Yeah, we will find you.
I have a special.
We will find you.
We've got a special set of skills.
I'm a debt collector. All right, on to How High, where we take stories from the news and decide how high these people are. We first moved to Atlanta, Georgia, where a man had to rescue his mother from the second floor during a fire. The two brothers were with their 61-year-old mother when a fight broke out over a box of Cheez-Its. One of the brothers then went outside, locked the door, and set the porch on fire with gasoline.
Appropriate.
How high was the gentleman? Because they said there was some sort of...
Sober as hell. Yeah, sounds like a completely legitimate argument.
I think he had a lot of munchies.
This guy's really evil.
Evil?
Evil?
Which one? The guy that set the porch on fire?
The guy, he locked his brother and his mother
Oh, yeah, that is
and
fucked up.
set the house on fire.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
Because they wouldn't give him the
That's
cheese.
like some
Oh, they
shit.
didn't give him the Cheez-Its, dude.
That's like some shit that Michael Myers would
You asked me a question about my family, and I let them both burn.
Yeah, and you did
And
not
They
get
might not have given me any Cheez-Its.
That's that decision.
Yeah, you didn't get right.
I just said he had a lot of munchies, so he made irrational decisions, man. It might have been the last snacks in the crib.
So what?
And the family, they
Bath
got
salts?
to share the crib.
Is this Florida man?
That's it. Is this Florida man? No.
It's he's
Meth
real,
Yeah.
real gone,
Evil.
bro.
This guy's a serial killer.
All right, we move on to what we've as Loso said was a favorite here. David Irving, a linebacker for the Giants, had his third suspension.
He's played for the Cowboys.
Oh, was it the Cowboys?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. This is how it goes.
Edge.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Everybody's an edge now.
third suspension for the use of substances. And he recently quit football via live social media while getting high.
Bossest move of all time.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say he wasn't really high because, first of all, he was getting high during the video.
He looked high.
How high do you need to be, though, to be like, I am going to just say, fuck these millions of dollars and just quit?
I think he was the perfect balance of high. Like, the dopest dope he ever smoked.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely true Ricky Williams in spirit here, by the way. And if the How High segment is made from the life of Ricky Williams.
I'm pretty sure he compared himself to Colin Kaepernick.
That is not true. You're getting high a lot. You're not getting blackballed because you're protesting.
He said he's gonna fight it.
Don't ask Eric Reed about that. He's gonna have some words. So
I think it was the boss's move of all time, though. I think it's
it was a boss move, but
So how high is he?
he's
perfectly
really fucking-
balanced. He's
Ricky Williams high, man.
He's Thanos high.
He's Thanos high?
Perfectly
He got
balanced.
so high, he was like, man, just fuck it. I'm gonna
Perfectly.
quit. So we moved to the
Like this
DC,
dagger.
the DC Office of Public Records.
What?
Yeah, where there is a statue of Abraham Lincoln, except he looks kind of like he started Twilight. He's young, no facial hair, no hat, no shirt, no shoes, no belt, hugging at his waistline seductively
Yeah,
while
like-
holding a book.
It looks like he's wearing a fucking toga. It's crazy. This is Abraham Lincoln.
He's wearing like really comfortable sleep pants.
The internet has declared him Babe Lincoln. And we want to ask how high the man is who was asked to scold Abe Lincoln and went romantic novel Abe Lincoln. But I also just came up with this, or said this, to bring up somewhere so we can have Abe Lincoln once.
Excellent.
Abraham
Right.
Lincoln was money, by the way.
Yeah, excellent.
Because he can't be high if he got paid.
I have a question. Did you research it at all? The guy that made it?
No.
Ah,
No. All right, so first of all,
Why
I'm
would
going
you
to say...
say that?
I was just curious.
Yeah, follow-up question.
I was just curious.
Just call me out.
No, man, you do
I
that.
do want to say that guy was probably just thirsty, so maybe he did have some cotton mouth. Was he
Yeah.
thirsty?
A couple
All
hits
right.
of ecstasy.
We have Abraham Lincoln, which was solid. I got honest abs.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, foreplay and 7 years ago.
Mm.
The Gettysburg Undress.
That's nice.
Emancipate Them Pants. And my last one is Raised in a Slum Cabin.
Whoa.
Yeah, so thank you, actually, statue maker, for allowing me to do that.
Yeah.
Because Raised in a Slum Cabin sounds like Abraham Lincoln, like sex fan
Yeah,
picture.
yeah, fanfic.
So how was that guy? Who's the winner? I think David wins.
Brokeback Cabin.
Raised in a Brokeback Log Cabin.
Maybe, man.
Yeah,
There was something about a theater we were trying to
You
put
don't know what
together.
was in
I
that
was
book.
trying to work in a theater joke. I just couldn't quite.
A theater?
Yeah,
joke?
Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Take Your Girl to the Theater. Mr. You know, blow it out like.
Yeah, and I was trying
So,
to think.
Maybe we'll have it
Like
next time.
Blow it out like.
Oh, yeah.
That's close.
All right. So did David win that one? By the way?
I'm giving it to Irving, but in a different way, as a guilt
Like-
status.
Guilt?
I
No,
think
as a goat, he says.
Oh, is it goat?
I mean, he's Ricky Williams modernized a little bit.
Yeah, see, I don't know who he is.
hey man, history repeats.
All right, man. Yeah, he's got my vote too. Then
we're giving it to him.
You sold it.
I say we just move him straight to the GOAT Hall of Fame.
To the just put him on the wall.
He's part of the King of Kings with Shark Man.
We bracket this, somebody will find a way.
Drunk Shark Tank Man.
I think he gets. He just gets a pass.
Honorable mention.
He's in.
For being.
It's like if you go to college for a year and then go pros and then they give you a degree like 2 or 3 years later.
I almost gave it to you if it wasn't for the Colin Kaepernick comment. That was really.
He didn't really say that.
Really? He was just high.
Yeah.
He was just high. We'll let him
pass. He's balanced.
King of Kings.
We go to our start bench cut. So we take 3 things and decide if we're going to start them, we're going to bench them, or we're going to get them the fuck out of here. We're going to cut them.
Okay.
We start with universally accepted shitty bands. Nickelback.
Ouch.
Creed.
Yep.
And Limp Bizkit. So, who are we starting?
We're gonna start Limp Bizkit.
I agree.
Gas House Finest.
Yes. From the area. From the land.
Yeah, just keep rolling.
And the remix with Meth and Redman.
Yeah, of Rollin', I believe.
Yeah, how about that Faith remix? That was pretty good.
That was awesome. Maybe.
Pretty good.
I'm guessing you're not starting Limp.
I am not. Y'all can keep that hot dog flavored chocolate water, because I'm starting Nickelback. Because they are not a shitty band. They are awesome.
Come on.
Man.
Now you're just throwing out crazy
Look at this photograph.
Nope, not gonna.
These takes are coming too fast.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Nickelback, baby. Start them. And you know what? I'll bench Limp Bizkit.
Well, I bench Nickelback too, because fuck
Creed.
We all
Creed
like fuck
sucks.
Creed.
Yeah.
And because of the meme.
Yeah.
The meme for Nickelback's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't want to get rid of those.
Yeah.
Even though T.I. did save that Creed singer's life one time.
He did.
Really?
Maybe. I don't know.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
All right. We next start bench cut of horrible deaths.
Nice.
We have drowning, burning to death, and being buried alive.
Trent, you go first.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start drowning.
All right.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah, that's cool. And then we'll bench fire. Cause like that monk did it that one time, someone might take a picture of you.
Photo on the way out?
Dude. Then you'll be in a book. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
and then fuck being buried alive. That's probably pretty bad.
I also started drowning because at least I'm in water.
Yeah.
And it just seems like the cleanest way out of these 3.
Unless it's like a septic
You're so
tank
hydrated,
when
you go out.
Very hydrated. Yeah, at least you're not thirsty. Buried alive. I think that's gonna be my bench.
Man, you're gonna
because my skin won't be on fire.
Yeah, but you're only gonna feel that fire for like a second.
I disagree. I completely disagree. That guy is famous in that picture because he's walking while he's on fire.
There's a dude that's sitting down and he's just chilling.
No, he's screaming.
No, he's not.
Yeah, man.
He's praying.
I am also cutting fire. I'm going to start drowning. I'm going to bench being buried alive.
Very similar on this one.
Yeah,
well,
it's
just lesser of evils.
Yeah, I agree. And our last start bench cut is watching the widest of the sports. We have golf, tennis, and lacrosse. I could start. I'm going lacrosse because I don't really know anything about it, and so I feel like it'll at least intrigue me for a little while.
Okay.
This is where I am with it.
They had that highlight.
Yeah, I keep seeing highlights, so maybe there is some things. Bench, golf, because at least it's calming. And I'm cutting tennis because it's just white people grunting loudly. Yeah.
I am actually going to start golf because it's relaxing. If Tiger Woods is on, whatever, I guess I'll watch it.
If this was playing, I would have started golf. Because you don't have to be that athletic.
Have you ever seen the grass while you're...
It's kind of hard, man. I'm shit at hitting the golf ball.
Oh, I am too, but you still... It doesn't matter unless you have people behind you.
That's amazing. Driving range. That's where it's at.
I wish I would drive. We suck at it. It's embarrassing for other people there.
I'm going to bench tennis and I'm going to cut lacrosse because I got enough sports with balls.
All right. Trent?
Fuck tennis. That's just real world pong. That's whack. We're gonna start lacrosse because I don't know what that is really. I'd like to see how it's played. Yeah,
they have that thing.
I think it's like air hockey. Yeah, it's like air hockey or something, man. It's crazy shit. Like real air hockey. And then I can't remember what the third one is.
The ball looks like it hurts the most.
I don't
But
know.
we'll bench it.
I'm trying to understand how it's like air hockey, but I'm gonna.
No, it's like hockey. You got the hockey stick, but you're throwing the puck instead of hitting it on the ground.
Oh,
It's
I get it. Like
not
hockey.
like air hockey.
Okay,
Like hockey in the air.
Like
not
field
like
hockey?
hockey.
Yes.
I have no idea what that is either.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
Wait,
So
you started what?
Lacrosse.
What'd you bench?
Whatever the fuck wasn't tennis, because tennis is whack.
So you cut tennis, you bench golf.
Correct.
Safe now?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I
Look
want
at
to
us.
say.
You might get one of those cool drunk golf guys, too. Like, they're not really around anymore, but who's that one guy who'd, like, throw his clubs?
John
Drunk?
Daly.
Yes!
John Daly with the
That's what
goofy
I'm talking
pants.
about. Hell yeah.
and hammered.
Yeah,
He
dude.
nailed the shit out of the ball.
Yeah, dude. That was like a real world,
Fat
fucking,
dad strength. Drunk dad strength. You know.
yeah.
Just nah. All right. So the pod tried to do something new for the people.
Yeah.
We were gonna have a munchy food review essentially.
We were really pumped up about
And yeah, we were going to do Fruit Loop donuts from Hardees. I went there this morning.
Fruit Loop donuts.
Yeah, they were like little tiny donuts. They actually look like
Are they the
Fruit
color
Loops.
of Fruit Loops?
Yes, and they're supposed to taste like Fruit Loops.
Oh.
They're probably going to be kind of gross.
Shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went there to try them out, and I ordered them. They had the ad right beside the drive-through for them.
For Fruit Loop donuts?
Yeah, I
Oh,
ordered them. They're
excellent.
like, yeah. And I pull up to the window, and they're like, hey, you're the Fruit Loop donut guy. I was like, yeah. And they're like, we don't have them.
Dun dun.
Dun, dun. So I told them they keep the rest of the order too, and I
Question.
drove off.
Do you feel like the special victim?
I do. They're the unsubs.
They're the unsubs.
And all I'm saying is fuck Hardees for their false advertisement.
yeah.
Because it was even up. It's not even like I read it on the internet. And then they told me, yeah, here it is. I saw it go across the order screen.
Must have been somebody new at the drive-through
Yeah,
window.
they were the ones doing the right thing, trying to sell me them donuts that they had added.
There's no problem. Get
Yeah,
you
man.
those donuts.
Hey man, we don't have those donuts.
Yeah. So,
All right,
so guess what? A zero, Hardees.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if you're up north, it's called Carl Jr.'s. Same place.
Yeah.
Yeah, little star.
Yeah, so you just see that star, throw a middle finger up.
You guys are benched for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I might wait till
You're
I.
getting cut right
I'm not
now.
gonna say
You getting cut right now. I'm mad. I took a trip.
you'll never get a thick burger again.
I don't, man.
I don't fuck with
they're
those.
not as
I don't-
good as
I
they
don't eat
used to
Hardees,
be.
yeah.
They're not as
True.
good as they used to be.
True.
That thick burger gonna slow you down for the whole day and then hurt you tomorrow morning
The
in a
one
different
with
way.
bacon.
I probably haven't had Hardees in like 10 years.
Oh, I had them. What,
Yeah,
dude? When
I
they
don't
first
fuck with
started thick
Hardees.
burgers, they were good.
I get
fuck
Hardees.
with it.
I get a craving every few months.
Do you?
Probably.
I went and tried to get
4
one
to
of
6
those like
months.
$5 box things that came out, and the hot dog wasn't even like cooked.
Ooh.
that
Oh, sidebar. This is for the people. Y'all seen the $5 Wendy's box?
no.
Yeah, I have. It's like a junior bacon cheeseburger thing.
Oh.
Colossal Junior Bacon.
Whoa, Colossal Junior. They're putting
Fries
words
and
together.
nuggets and a drink.
It's a big little.
That's fine. We're gonna just all get one of those.
Yeah.
Next,
Yeah, we're gonna go. They're
next
not gonna have
pod, we're gonna eat Wendy's.
That sounds great.
it.
Actually.
Yeah,
Deal.
way better than Fruit
Yeah,
Loops.
fuck
Fucking
you, Artie.
yeah.
God damn. All right, so we're moving on to our Diddy takes. Who wants to start? Anybody?
I'll start.
Boom.
My take is NFL players. They're about to make a wave, man. There's a movement. The storm's brewing. And you can thank
Riders
the
of
Pittsburgh
the storm.
Steelers.
Definitely. Definitely thank the Roonings.
The Roonies.
Here's what happened. Two
Uh-oh.
players in the same offseason that did not want to play on their current contracts or for
Yep.
their team
Yep.
were able to.
Either they're making shit tons of money.
Sure. Which, hey, I'm not advocating they should not have the right to do this. I really, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, they didn't give you a long-term deal, Le'Veon, sit out. Whatever.
I will advocate. I am not on the side of the billionaire. I'm on the side of the millionaire. I relate probably way closer to the millionaire.
Yeah, maybe. Y'all probably, Antonio Brown's probably got PlayStation or an Xbox.
Antonio Brown, 15 years ago, lived similar lives to me. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
The Rooney's 15 years ago, they never knew what life was like I did.
But so I mean they were both able to get out of their situations, and well, Le'Veon hasn't got paid yet, but he's going to get paid. And Antonio Brown just got a big pay raise,
Huge.
guaranteed money.
Like an extra 20 mil over
It's
the
going to be in
course.
Vegas. I mean,
And yeah. He's going to be paid in
So-
Vegas with it. Which Vegas probably the only place to accept that stupid mustache thing he's doing.
I thought it was great.
Whoa, what kind of mustache?
The wall. I think it's great because he sent out that walrus photo.
Yes, it looks like a walrus kind of because he's like.
You should look this up.
Yeah, just look it up.
You could probably just put in AB walrus.
And and that's it. You just tell us how you feel in a minute.
If he hadn't sent the walrus photo out though, then because I thought it was trash, but then I saw him send it out.
I didn't know he had sent that out himself.
Now I'm with it.
Yeah, now he's laughing at himself. Now it's great.
I'll
take it too.
I think there's going to be a lot of other players doing this because why not?
Yeah, and
the NBA players do it all the time.
The thing about it is, we were talking about this earlier, is the yes, that's his mustache.
Let me see it.
That's not good.
That's his mustache right there.
That's not
bleached the top part of his mustache.
That is not good.
But he sent out that photo.
Oh, that's awesome.
So now,
Self-meme.
now we're okay.
Yeah.
And also one of the oldest organizations is the one that allowed this to happen. This is what you were saying about the Steelers.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like the whole NFL being like, this is about to be the norm.
I hope not.
Not the mustache.
Oh, okay.
But
we're talking about their guaranteed money.
Yeah, the fact that they
gotcha.
allowed their very big, well-known names to essentially say, I don't want to be here anymore, though you're paying them good money and you have them under contract.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Like, yeah, okay.
A lot of them, like for Antonio
NBA
Brown, I could see why he would want out because if he gets hurt next year, they can cut him, and then he doesn't have those next 2 years.
He's at that, he's in his prime right now, but in 2 years he might not be.
I think NFL, maybe shorter contracts, guaranteed money.
I like it.
And maybe, hey, why? Who's to say Antonio Brown doesn't deserve $25 million a year? I don't know. 2 years, $50 million.
I ain't gonna be mad at him for it.
Yeah,
by no means. Get them bags, bro. It's all about the bags.
You got to maintain that mustache.
That mustache gotta work.
Looks like
keep it bleached.
It's difficult, man.
All right, well, that's what I got.
Crazy.
I had a side take that I was gonna say, but
spit it.
I forgot it.
Oh,
okay,
cool.
Okay,
that works.
Yeah.
You want to go?
Oh, wait.
What?
No.
All right. Mine is real life Tomb Raider. A South Lake Tahoe man is sentenced to 1 year and 1 day, which seems excessive to throw that 1 day,
right?
in prison to pay back $113,000 for excavating and removing archaeological resources from public lands illegally, digging and exploring at a prehistoric Native American site. Which to me, is this not what Laura Croft taught us all?
Yeah, you go dig up.
I'm pretty sure she was definitely.
She was British,
and it was like a huge table and stuff. No, it's in Tahoe.
British. No. I don't. I could argue she was not British.
She was definitely British.
She the video game character.
The video game character was very British. She had a British brother.
Not Angelina, but
no, you don't base those things off those crappy movies.
He's like, I don't need crumpets right now, love.
Yeah,
this kind of stuff. That's a great impression, by the way.
Yeah.
Also, this is America, and America, if nowhere else,
this is America.
It's motherfucking Finders Keepers.
Hell yeah, losers keepers. I tell you what, that's mine.
I mean, if nothing else, they should have came to his house and be like, you know what? You don't have to go to jail, but you can't keep those. Thanks for the fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate you. Here, you keep one.
Yeah, because like, what if he was
your trouble?
Yeah.
So if he was like a
regular old Nathan Drake,
a college guy, like a professor out there digging, you think he would have got away with it?
I mean, if he'd get some sort of
he would have got permits
or something.
Made that shit.
The man.
It wouldn't be a Tomb Raider, it'd be an excavation.
Yeah.
Different.
Dude, not as cool.
Again, like great American philosophers, the little rascal said, Finders Keepers.
Finders Keepers.
Losers Weepers, baby.
That's my take.
Yeah, that's a good take.
You got yours, Trenton?
Yeah, I got...
Oh, I got my side take.
Go ahead, man.
I forgot.
Fuck you. I have two little baby ones. One, I'm going to bring the room down a little bit.
Uh-oh.
One of our favorite musicians passed away last week. Keith Flint from The Prodigy. I know you guys love The Prodigy.
Mobb Deep?
No. The Prodigy.
Mobb Deep also.
The British. This is. Oh, I'm sorry. This was
not both of them. Just Prodigy. R.I.P.
Whatever. But yeah, he passed away, and
Abbott's still around.
What?
No.
Excellent.
Anyway, go back to take. Yeah, sorry.
It's cool, man. He's dead. Boom. 49.
What was their song?
All of them. There was Smack My Bitch Up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Firestarter.
I don't know that one. But I bet it went
It was very 90s, man. It was good stuff. I'm pretty sure they were from Europe somewhere. They had weird.
Okay.
He looked like he wore the American flag sweatshirt and had like clown hair and a big nose ring and danced in sewers and shit. Good stuff. Everybody knows him.
Okay.
Y'all love
I
him.
do not know that at all.
No, you love him.
Different groups.
You love him and you know him.
All right.
Okay, and second one, real quick.
I mean, I was sad about the mom people.
Before you murder me.
Whoa.
Kalishnikov. Those crazy Ruskies are at it again, man. Developers
Is that a
of the... Rusky?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. And who cares? They're fucking Russians. Like gremlins? Who gives a fuck? Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck the Russians.
Yes, my comrades. The AK-47 rifle, the creators of that have created a drone. Yeah, I'm sneaking drone stuff in real fast. Drone stuff. Boom. It's like a wing. I'm not sure how it's guided, but it looks like you can just do it with a controller and shit. And they can pretty much just fly it in your window and blow you up. And it's about,
Well,
I think it's going to be like $1,200 probably. Not very
pretty
expensive.
affordable.
Yeah,
To blow up a home.
yeah, and their target goal is small, like, rebel armies and shit. That's who they want to fucking sell to and be completely anonymous.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fucking sweet.
That is a game changer.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hope you can't buy one of these in America.
You can just, yeah, but it's gonna make.
they're gonna try not to, but they'll probably figure out how to make it.
I mean, you could buy an AK-47 in America. I don't see
That's
why you
true.
can't try. You just buy your bomb drone without no bomb in it.
Yeah, this is South Carolina. You can buy that
Allegedly.
drone, and then you just have to put the bomb in it.
Yeah.
They've got another drone that has.
Let's
a
stop
bomb
saying that.
that's
No.
a lot
You put
bigger.
the potato in it.
The
It carries
potato.
potatoes. We've said the B word a lot.
You buy
YouTube's
the
gonna click on this and we're gonna get FBI.
you buy the potato and you install it into the drone,
Yeah.
Oh, I got what's going
and
on.
then you fly it into someone's house you don't like, and mashed potatoes,
I just
mashed potatoes everywhere.
I
Okay,
love it. Yeah. So that's my take.
that's crazy shit, by the way. Like, that's scary.
Dude, it is, man. It's very,
I'd rather
very,
have a
very
flamethrower.
affordable.
I feel like the drone
I'm
was
gonna say
just way
more-
too dangerous.
More for me getting blown up in life. This is crazy to think somebody could just
Hit you with
right through the window and you're like, oh, well, mashed
Yeah.
potatoes.
It's just like
Yeah,
that.
mashed
Mashed potatoes.
mashed potatoes.
All right.
Are those going to be your last words?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at that drone flyer and go, mashed fucking potato. Boom.
Dude, they'll probably have a camera on it. Throw
Yeah.
some gang signs.
Potatoes. All right. So, we're gonna just move on to quotes
Scary.
to live by.
I mean,
Who has
did
we
you
all
do
have
your
quotes?
take?
He did.
I did. Real life Tomb
Yeah.
Raider.
Oh, you
Real
want
life
to
Tomb Raider.
do it again?
Yeah.
A South Lake Tahoe, man.
Okay, quotes to live by. This is a shortened version of the quote, but
Oh yeah.
part I liked.
Okay.
I kind of knew what I was getting myself into. LeBron James.
Change my pitch up. Smack my bitch up. The Prodigy.
Quote, sometimes life is unfair and you have to suck it up. Robert Kraft.
Well, that's all, folks.
Yeah.
Maybe at the day
on-
spot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on
allegedly.
that
Allegedly
note,
at the day
Yeah.
spot.
10 minutes or less.
What is yeah.
I was customer number 4.
The table.
Outro.
Outro.
Outro. Outro.
Outro.
Dudes.
Talking
Stuff.
Excelsior, motherfucker.
Socio bitch.